Welcome to the podcast, and today we're going to talk about a fascinating topic: how colour became linked to gender in some countries. I'm with Dora Vanette, a lecturer in the history of design. Dora, thanks for joining us today. Let's start with Jong Mi-yoon's The Pink and Blue projects.
Yes, sure. Well, in the Pink and Blue projects, the artist photographed children's rooms. The boys' rooms are full of blue things, and the girls' rooms are full of pink ones.
That's quite a familiar sight for most people. Is this something we need to worry about?
I think the photos are disturbing because they show how these two colors dominate for children, especially with toys. Toys become the way that gendered ideas influence a child's developing mind.
Has the pink for girls, blue for boys rule always been around?
Actually, not at all. Until about 1940, the colors didn't have these meanings at all. From the 1700s to around the 1850s, white was the preferred color for children's clothes. Between 1850 and about 1940, both genders dressed in pink and blue, but pink was thought to be a strong color suitable for boys to wear, while blue was considered softer and therefore better for girls, the complete opposite to what we are now familiar with.
Oh, really? That's so interesting. So, when did our modern blue and pink idea come in?
Well, from 1940 to 1950, the convention of blue for boys, pink for girls was established in children's clothes, and this idea gradually expanded to include the toys girls and boys played with, even though only 30% of toys were labeled for girls or boys at this time.
So, when did this change? I mean, when did toys start being marketed almost exclusively to either boys or girls?
In about the early 1960s, the American company Hasbro started producing soldier dolls called G.I. Joes, and they were marketed to boys. They became incredibly popular. And at the same time, the even more famous and very pink Barbie doll was also introduced. With G.I. Joe and Barbie, the idea of certain toys for girls and different ones for boys very quickly became widely accepted. Toys for girls encouraged them to play at being wives and mothers, while toys for boys encouraged them to be adventurous and aggressive.
Did the pink and blue fashion continue through the 1970s?
Actually, during the 70s, with feminist activism, gender-neutral colors like red and yellow became more popular both for clothes and toys. But by the 1980s, companies realized that they could sell more products if parents bought different things for each gender. Today, pink and blue are more prevalent than ever.
Is it really the parents who push their children in these directions, or do the children themselves choose the colours?
Well, there's a famous book called Cinderella Ate My Daughter by Peggy Orenstein, and she describes a problem that many mothers face today when they find that their daughters actually choose to be a pretty pink princess without any encouragement from their parents. Actually, sometimes even with opposition from their parents.
Why do you think this is?
Well, mainly because they want to fit in, to belong to a group.
Do you think gendered toys are more a problem for girls? I mean, that girls suffer because their parents don't buy them construction toys or science toys?
No, not at all. It affects both. In fact, even in the 21st century, it seems to be a lot more socially acceptable for girls to be interested in science toys than for boys to like dolls.
Well, thank you so much, Dora. That was fascinating.
I'd just like to add that Jong Mi-yoon's daughter is now grown up, and pink is apparently no longer her favorite color.